What's going on, everybody? Please let me know that you can hear me very, very clearly, honey. Let me know that you guys can hear me. I think the mic is hooked in without issue. What's up, everybody, over here on TikTok? We are over here on YouTube. Link is in the bio as we chit chat about Tory Lanez, Cardi B, and a host of other things that we're going to be talking about. So if you'd like to be a part of the conversation, come on over to YouTube. The link is in the bio. Let me see who we got over here with us and let me know that you guys oh, okay, perfect. So loud and clear. Okay, hopefully I'm not too loud. Hopefully I'm not too loud, honey. What's going on, Omar? What's up, Yolanda? What's up, Kesia? What's up, Celicia? I hope I said that right because it's very pretty. And I apologize if I messed it up. What's up, Malik? In Aries, yes, honey, double homicide. We got you over here on the TikTok boo, and we also have you over here on YouTube. What's up, Andrew? What's going on? What's up, Michaela? All right. What's up, Kesia? I think I said hi. Yes. Okay, y'all. So we got quite a few things to talk about today. I feel like we're going to be on here for a minute tonight. So I want y'all to get real comfy, honey. Get real cute. Go on, grab your drinks. Go on, hit that like button, girl. We just going to chit chat. Okay? Good night. Not you Southern, so I don't know if you loud or not. I'm typically always loud. Yes, this is messy. We are definitely going to be getting in, look, the celebrity edition for sure, but we're also going to be getting into This Is Messy as well. I actually have about 3 rounds of This Is Messy for us to get into. I have one that is, am I the asshole? And then of course I have questions. Okay. Y'all know we like the questions, honey. Shout out to 6 Brown Chicks chat. All right. So we are definitely going to be getting into the questions. What's up, Steph? What's going on? What is up? What's up? All right, you guys. So, we're just going to talk real lightly as we're waiting for people to get into the room. We're going to talk about marriage boot camp. Okay. I was watching it. I didn't take a whole lot of notes. I took a few of them. And we're going to just, have a quick small talk about the show. It was entertaining. It was something to watch, honestly, when there's nothing to watch. I can't promise that I'm going to review every single episode. I just can't. I can't. But if something pops off, then we probably going to talk about it. Right. Not too much happened on the first episode. Some of the couples that are going to be on the show is A1 and Lyrica, of course. K Michelle and her boo Cassine, or something like that. You got Richie Dollars with Miss Mariah Lynn. I hope is that her name? Yeah, Mariah Lynn. And then you got Gangsta Boo, and I was completely shocked. I was like, Gangsta? Ooh, I was not expecting that. Okay, well, her boo Emmett. And was there any other couple there? So we got Richie, 2, 3. No, that was about it. So they had about 4 couples there. A1 and Lyrica, we know they've been married for about 5 years. They have a beautiful little boy by the name of Ocean. What I did not know, I don't think, is that they moved out from each other. He cheated yet again. This ain't nothing going on with A1 and Lyrica surprises us, okay? It doesn't surprise us at all. So they're not living together. They don't even know where each other stay. Girl, why is it giving Melody and Martell hope? But anyway, they don't even know where each other stay. All right, so there's that. But they coming back together trying to figure out if they can, make this relationship work, primarily for the little boy. What else did I want to say about the 2 of them? I feel like that's really it. A1 saying he trying to get his life together because he lost Lyrica this round. I said, not you saying you lost her this round. I said, what do you mean this round? What? I don't know. He said how he said it was like he's playing a game for me, and I just couldn't take it. I was like, girl, just let this man go. I feel like there was something in the blogs about them possibly getting a divorce like real soon. Am I wrong? Y'all let me know if y'all saw anything like that. Y'all let me know. A1 and Lyrica still doing. Thank you. That's what's up. America is. They still do this. What we still doing this? We still doing this. Let me tell you, they're gonna do what they got to do for a chick. Not why is K Michelle there. I was glad to see her on TV. I'm not gonna. I was glad to see her, back in her little ratchet segment. Y'all know she has her My Killer Body over there on Lifetime, which is really good, really, really good. But I was glad to see her in this little ratchet space. And speaking of K Michelle, let's talk about real quick her boo, because y'all know she's with Cassine, and I'm probably messing his name up, so forgive me. But they've known each other since high school, right? Known each other since high school, have been dating for how long did she say? Like 5 years. it was interesting to hear her say, oh, I'm a singer, songwriter. I do this. All my albums have gone platinum. I'm the first Black woman to be a part of Jack Daniels. Like she just, running down all her SHI, and then turn around and say he's a dentist, as if it's nothing, as if it's diminished because he doesn't have what you deem as success for yourself. It was just kind of like, oh, he's a dentist, like that ain't nothing. I didn't like that. What else? Oh, I also made a note that I noticed that to me, she treats him like he's lame. And I don't like how she treats him. Like when he was in the confessional, he was like, oh my God, do all $1 million homes come with their own, courtroom or something like that? He said, and she was looking like, this motherfucker. Ooh. And I'm like, don't do that when you chose him. Why are you looking at him like that? Like, don't do that when you chose him. She gives me the vibe of thinking that he's lame as hell. And I'm like, well, that's your choice. So it is what it is. Another thing about K. Michelle, she's very strategic. She wants her life to go a certain way. She has to have everything planned the hell out. All right. And when it doesn't go her way, it's some issues. And we've already seen how that pretty much can be with Miss K. Michelle, right? Based on how we've seen her in the past. Richie Dollars, Mariah Lynn, they've been messing around with each other on and off for about 10 years. I don't even know why they came to this show. Mariah, I don't know what you're seeking at this point. He don't want you, baby. Okay? He don't want you. 10 years, never claimed you. It took you to get on a reunion for you to like lash out and let America know that y'all been messing with each other. He had no intentions on claiming you, and the only reason why he came to marriage boot camp was for a check. It's not to be with you. I do not believe that at all. Okay, so you're continuing to be out to waste your time out here in these streets. Mariah Linden gained her a little weight. It is cold in this house, y'all. So forgive me because my nose is like a little bit. She running just a little bit. She's gained a little weight and it looks good on her too. I was like, look at Mariah Lynn putting on her little weight and stuff like that. Okay. The lips look more plumper than what they used to. So she probably got her a little work done or whatever, but I think that she looks really cute. I will give her that. What else ended up happening? Gangsta Boo and Emmett. Shambles. I think they've been together for how long? She said 7 years. They met when she was on tour. I feel like she said she was on tour with 3 6 Mafia or something. But anyway, she talking about she wants him to put some respect on her name as a Black woman. I didn't fully understand, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't fully understand. I want him to put some respect on my name as a Black woman. What do you mean? I mean, what is he doing wrong? Like I don't know, girl. I mean, maybe he just, I don't know. We're gonna find out more. I didn't understand. I'm like, girl, put some respect on your name as a Black woman, but you've been in this relationship for 7 years. I'm confused, but okay. What else? We talked about that. Emmett says that they both have anger issues. Emmett says that he's a very insecure man because he didn't grow up with his daddy in the household. I was like, well, this is a recipe for disaster for sure. You got anger issues. She got anger and control issues. So this right here is going to be a whole mess within itself, but I'm going to be watching. Don't get it wrong. I'm going to tune in, but if it's not anything worth talking about, we're not going to talk about it. Okay. So, there's that. Okay. That preview clip of Gangsta Boo and Dr. Ish, though, y'all know, I realized, and y'all not going to like this. I don't know what it is about Dr. Ish, but he irritates me. I can't put my finger on it. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but he irritates me. I'm like, it's something about him. I cannot. I'm like, Dr. Ish, are you married? And he could be. I don't know. But I'm like, are you married? The way you be out here trying to give people advice and what they need to do with their relationship at X, Y, Z. Do you have a significant other? Do you have a long-term situation going on over here? Right? So, I mean, I don't know. But, girl, I guess. All right? Y'all could just keep Lynn told her and we'll be fine either way. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Mariah Lynn was also on Judge Jerry. Jamie. Oh, you want me to do it in Jamie's new anchor voice? Okay. Mariah Lynn was also on Judge Jerry. When was that? K. Michelle loves to emasculate men, and then it irritates me. Gotcha. Child, I think K. Michelle be trying to knock everybody down to size sometimes, just a little bit. Okay. I've been watching her on Lifetime. He's a dentist. Yeah, he is a dentist. And I don't be trying to downplay him, girl. You know, I should be trying to like treat that man on like that. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. He married to a white woman. Was it a white woman that was on the show and then left? What happened to the other doctor? Wasn't it a white woman on it? Yeah, that's what I was just asking. Like, what happened to her? Where did she go? Yeah, I thought the white lady on there was his wife. Was she the wife and she decided to leave? Maybe she had a child or something and wanted to spend more time with the child. Girl, anyway, let me scoot over, honey. Let me see what else we got. I just wanted to chit chat as we get some more people into the room, honey. Let's go ahead and switch over. We're gonna be talking about some everything for real. Okay. Elon Musk. I'm confused. Y'all help me understand why he's doing this. So Elon Musk has decided that he was going to buy into Twitter, and he bought a very large stock of Twitter. And I am trying to wrap my head around why. Okay, and it seems like all the articles I'm finding, everybody else is wondering the same question, like, what are you up to now that you're buying such a large stake in Twitter? And I feel like when you do that, it makes me wonder, are you going to be a part of decisions that are going to be made over there on Twitter? Twitter is just fine. She does not need any help. Understand, she really don't need no help from nobody. She's been doing great since she came about when I was in college, girl. She has been doing fine. Okay, so I don't know what you're over there tampering with, but we want you to stop. Can you sell your stocks? Can you please sell them? Because I'm not understanding, okay? Hey, Cece, what's going on? Hey, Crash. I'm glad everyone took out his weed. Ooh, child, me too. He's still a little rough, though. Because he literally has nothing else to do with his time. Basically, girl, that's the type, like, he just got money like that. Like, just... Just drop a coin and get whatever you want, honey. Girl, is he trying to take Twitter to space with him? What is happening? I'm not sure. But I was hoping somebody in the comments would be able to let me know a little something, because I'm over here, like, I'm trying to find articles like, girl, what is this man doing? Everybody else got questions like me. What? We all got questions. I guess we just gonna have to wait and see what the hell he finna get into, child. Now he look gross. Child, don't he look like a robot though? If he want to buy stuff, give us all stimmies. Then right. Pay out these student loans. Do it. That's what you can do. He better worry about them. Not the Tesla catching on fire. Was he the one when, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I think it was Tesla, and they were doing like a presentation for, I guess, their stakeholders or whoever. And he was supposed to be cracking a window, and the window wasn't supposed to break. It was supposed to be like brakeless, non-brakeless or something like that, brakeless windows or whatever. Basically, when you hit it, it wasn't supposed to shatter, and it ended up shattering. Was that the Tesla that did that one time? I don't know if you guys remember that. And I just thought it was so funny. Like, not you being up here trying to display how the car is unbreakable, and then the car ended up breaking, hollering. Maybe it was a different car. I thought it was Tesla. Hold on, let me see what you're saying, Devin. There are people tracking his jets and cars via Twitter somehow. I think he bought it to try to stop the people from releasing info on his companies. So that was him, Ray Bay. Thank you so much for clearing that up. I feel like I did come across something like that in the article. Like, this article I'm reading from the New York Times says the state revealed in a regulatory filing was amassed before Musk criticized Twitter in, yes, a series of tweets questioning the company's commitment to free speech. So I'm like, were you saying certain things that you wanted to say and they probably cracked down on it, and now you purchase them so that they don't crack down on the things that you have to say or something? They said Musk's relationship with Twitter is long and complicated, involving most notably his legal wranglings with the SEC over his tweets about Tesla's finances. Will Musk now agitate for Twitter to alter its policy on moderating content in the name of free speech? What is Elon Musk doing now? Child, that's what we all trying to find out. Will he push for Twitter to open its algorithm, which the company's co-founder and former CEO Jack Dorsey appeared to support last week? I don't know, but we got our ears to the street. I'm just wondering. I just don't want nobody coming in trying to shake up some. Twitter is fine. Don't be trying to mess it up, girl. Leave her alone. She out here not bothering nobody. So yeah, I just wanted to see if you guys what your thoughts were about this situation, and if you had any details, girl. But let's go ahead and scoot over, because I want to talk about something else. Joe Biden. What is it that you want to tell Joe Biden right now? Cancel these student loans, sir. That's what I want to tell you. Come to the front. You about to sit out here, okay? According to what we hearing now, y'all know that student loans have been deferred for quite some time for the people because we've been in this pandemic, okay? I think it's been happening since what, 2020 or something like that. So at the top of the year when it was supposed to go back into, actually it was supposed to go back into effect like in February or like January 31st, somewhere like that, where student loans were supposed to go back into effect where you're supposed to start back paying for it, right? Well, he pushed it out to May of this year. So now as we're slowly approaching the month of May, it looks like from what they saying, child, he's about to push it out yet again. They're saying the White House will reportedly extend payment pause through August. Okay. So now y'all are about to extend these student loans all the way out through August. And here's my issue. Girl, if you can go this long with deferring it, then that means you don't need it. So if you do not need it and y'all have been operating just fine, then cancel it. That's all we asking y'all to do. Just cancel it. It doesn't have to be that hard. Y'all done went, what, a year plus without it, girl? So just go ahead and just like, don't even worry about it no more. Matter of fact, y'all should have been shaving off. All right. All the time that a person has not paid, add all whatever those payments are that the person would typically pay. If it's $100 times whatever, do that. If it's 300 times, that's what y'all should be wavering when it's time for it to come back. Okay. We have at least removed about 5,000, 10,000 off your thing. So whatever you would have paid during that time frame is obsolete, girl. We gonna drop it. So if your loan was 20K, it's now 10. Okay. Either that. Work with us. Okay. Y'all already know y'all ain't got enough jobs out here for everybody. Y'all sitting to get degrees for anyway. Let's be clear about that. So they're saying the Biden administration will enact another extension of the pandemic payment pause related to federally backed student loans through the end of August. Okay. The extension was first reported by Politico, and a U.S. official confirmed the plans to the Associated Press. Okay, the Education Department did not respond to the request for comment. Okay, the pause is currently set to expire after May 1st, after being enacted by the former president, Mr. Trump. Okay. Now, amid the virus situation, okay, back in March of 2020, all right, now it looks like they may be extending it through August. So we shall see what's going to happen. One thing we do know is ain't no more stimulus checks been sent out to the people while you telling folks to get back into the office so they can go to work. People still out here hurting, girl. People still out here hurting. Some people done sat up here and had to deal with a decrease in pay. They probably got cut during the pandemic. They probably wasn't laid off, but it was like, you know what, we're gonna have to cut your check by this much, and they probably still haven't gotten that money back. So I mean, you could send the people a gas card or something. Send them a gas card. Send them some type of stimmy out here. Help the people out. I don't understand. You know, it don't be adding up when we be having all these millions of dollars that we can send overseas, but then we ain't got millions of dollars to help the people in the country that work hard and have a chunk of their money taken out because they got to pay taxes. Help us. Help us, people. California, I think, still getting them. I think they still getting what? Stimulus checks? They must be getting it from the state. Let me know. I almost forgot I've been differing. What? I almost forgot I've been differing it. And every time I do, it comes off my credit and boosts my credit. Oh, you've been deferring it. You've been deferring it. Every time it comes off your credit and boosts my credit score, I be trying to buy everything while my credit is down. I buy everything while the credit is down. Okay. All right, then. He's trying to push it out until the Democrats are no longer the majority. He doesn't want to cancel these loans. Oh, child. I feel away. I'm in my feelings a little bit. Don't say that, girl. I'm in my feelings. When they start keeping y'all checks, don't cry. What you mean when they start keeping their checks? They got it seeing how they got money for this. Oh yeah, and money give to them folks that don't like black people. I think I follow what you're saying in Aries. I think you was typing fast, but I think I got what you were saying. I understand, bro. I understand if that's what it is. I understand. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that so we could like chit chat about that real quick. I just feel like, I mean, baby, if you're gonna continue to extend it out, then you might as well just, delete, 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 delete. Please delete. Just delete, honey. Exactly. My boss talking about if I don't go in, I'm fired. I said my contract says what? Says what? FLL don't have to. Your contract says I don't have to. Do you need my lawyer's number? Ooh, that's what your contract say. Oh, child, you better hit them with the pay. With what's in writing. Let's talk about what's in writing, baby. Let's talk about what's in writing. He says I ain't gotta come in this up, even though you trying to force me to come in there. Is Melody Cherie? I've heard that, but I'm not sure. Is it rumored to be last season? And get this, a wonderful question. I am not sure, but I definitely heard that. But it has not been confirmed. Has not been confirmed, but I have heard that. Sleepy Joe Biden needs to give us more stimulus checks. I mean, they need to do something. Give out gas cards. Give out some type of incentives. Did y'all see the report about BLM founders? You know what I did, Sasha, and you know what I forgot to add. Because I like to have my little pictures and stuff, and I forgot to add their photo here. And I remember I wrote it on my list, and I did not make a thing for them. But I mean, we still can talk about it for sure. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up now. Or do I have it open? Let me see. Because that's crazy. And we can talk about them real quick, like. All right, so for the people that don't know, okay, according to the New York Post, this is about the founders. It's like 3 founders of BLM, Black Lives Matter. Okay, they're saying that they used donations to buy a $6 million, okay, Southern California home. This is nothing new. One of the ladies by the name of Patrice, I believe that is her name, Patrice Cullors. She was actually called out like last year at some point about all of the money that she spent to buy different homes across the U.S. I feel like one of them could have been like out of the country, but don't quote me on that. But they are definitely being called out. They're saying that Black Lives Matter bought a swanky Southern California home for nearly $6 million using donation cash, okay, according to a report on Monday. And this is being reported by New York Post. 3 leaders of the social justice movement, Patrice Cullors, Alicia Garza, and Melina Abdullah, recorded a video last June outside the secretly bought home while marking the first anniversary of George Floyd's passing, is what I'll say. All right. Now, they're saying that Cullors at the time said she was weeks removed from being in survival mode after the Post exclusive reporting in April revealed her purchase of four high-end U.S. properties at $3.2 million. Now, it was rumored that somebody said that they can't be canceled or something like that. Let me see what else is saying. It's because we're powerful, because we are winning, Cullors said, of what she characterized as right-wing media attacks. It's because we are threatening the establishment. We're threatening white supremacy. But Cullors and her colleagues didn't reveal any details on the upscale home seen behind them in the video, a 6,500 square foot spread with more than 6 bedrooms and bathrooms. Okay, we ain't got to go into the breakdown of all of that. But the property was purchased back in October 2020. What's getting me is how anybody is able to purchase homes with donation money if you have an organization. Like if it's I don't know if it's a for-profit organization or nonprofit, but you still would have to report on certain details regarding that, right? When it comes, so if you're taking up donations, and I would have thought that the donations they're taking up for BLM is to help to go towards like people's attorneys and different things that Black people may need, right? When it comes to the justice system. But instead, the money they're raking up, they're using it to go out and buy lavish items. This is now I can't say that they indeed did this. This is just some things that are out there. This is all, I guess, speculation. So I can't say that these ladies are indeed operating illegally. But if so, it's a bit weird. They're saying that she actually resigned. Let me see. Colors BLM's co-founder resigned in May as the group's executive director amid criticism over buying 3 homes. Girl, this is all confusing. Girl. I'm gonna have to read more in depth on this article and read more about this situation, because I'm not even sure how all of this works when you have a organization. I'm not sure. I would think it's nonprofit, but I'm not sure. But I don't know how people are able to finagle donation money into going out and purchasing these large homes. Like, how does that work? Donations went to the families whose loved ones have passed. Thank you for that, Omar. Why resign if you didn't do anything wrong? Also, one of the mothers who lost her son said they didn't do anything for her family. And see, that's crazy. Because that's what I thought it would have gone for, what the money would have gone to. Probably using business credit to get the houses. Didn't think about that. But then the question becomes, how are they getting paid from the organization? How are the checks being written to give to them? And then they go off to establish further credit within that business. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out how the checks are cut to them from the business or from the organization, right? Thank you for sharing that, VS Watch, because I did not know that. I did not know that. Thanks for sharing that. Right, they could have made lots of money in their top positions in the nonprofit. Executive directors make money. I definitely believe that. And I wonder I don't know what their articles say, and their protocols and all that stuff. I'm not sure what it says, but I wonder if there's a cap on how much they can make, because if it's not, are they operating illegally? Child, they probably operating within scope. It's just looking to be sketchy. But when you hear somebody say that they ain't get no help, for their situation, then that is a bit shady, girl. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna move along, Kenny. I'm gonna have to look more into that for sure and see what all's going on with that situation. What else we got going on today? Y'all know I had asked about Rolling Ray not too long ago. Well, he's doing fine. He came out, child, with a little video or whatnot, and he got it etched and sketched in his head, letting the people know that he's still not dead. Okay, so he is doing just fine. He's doing all and well, so that's good to see. All right, still all smiles. Life is grand. Everything is going well for him. So shout out to Rolling Ray. All is going well in his land. Who else we got over here that we finna talk about? Girl. So for those of you guys that do not know, this guy, and I hope I say his name right, Gunu. I don't know if it's Goonie or Gunu or what it was, because unfortunately he's passed away. Okay. This young man actually passed away. He was gunned down, I think, like 2 weeks ago or something like that. This guy was a rapper, and I think he was out in the Virginia area. Let me make sure. I just want to make sure I have some of the details right on him. I really hate that. Maryland rapper, Gunu's, him. Okay, he was gunned down not too long ago, and his family thought that it would have been a wonderful thing for them to put his dead body on display at a nightclub. First of all, very sad. I really hate that, he was gunned down and that happened to him. That happens so often with like young rappers that are up and coming. I never understand it. I don't know if it's fueled by jealousy, envy, like what is like, I don't know what be going on in these streets. That people just, like, what? Like, can't y'all just not gonna let nobody make it? Damn. All right. I hated for him. Very handsome young man. I will say that he was a very handsome young man. Videos of him have surfaced. He was in a nightclub, and unfortunately, at that nightclub, like I said, his body was in that nightclub. No, it was not in a casket, girl. No, ma'am, it was not. It was definitely posted up. Definitely posted up. Okay. I couldn't tell for a second if young man's eyes were open or closed. Okay, I was a bit concerned, and I said I want to believe that he had glasses on because they looked open for a second. I said them got to be glasses. I refuse to believe them got to be glasses on this man's head. Either way, I don't approve. No, I just don't. I do not approve. I don't. I feel like put these people in the casket. Like the caskets were made for a reason. Okay? They were made for a reason. So put them rightfully where they need to be. All right? I just did the people know that they was gonna walk into the club and celebrate somebody's life and see that the person is posted up right there? I mean, somebody probably did a double take, like, wait, I thought he was dead. You know what I'm saying? But he's standing up like what? No, ma'am. Who thought this was a great idea? Who said do this? Who told him this was okay? The online videos show the lifeless body of Markel Morrow, also known as Gunu, propped up on a stage inside Bliss nightclub. The memorial service took place Sunday, several weeks after the 24-year-old was fatally shot in District Heights, Maryland. Oh, I hate that for that baby. Bliss released a statement on the matter after numerous people questioned via social media why the rapper's body, with designer clothes and a crown on top of his head, was on public display. Girl, if y'all don't, who said this or who signed off on the paperwork to allow this to happen? Was y'all that hurt for money that y'all wanted to get some money from his family so y'all can make this happen? I mean, what was the point? And it's nothing new. What happened with this young man is not anything new as far as how they do bodies. I've seen dead bodies on bikes. Somebody posted up at like a card table, baby. Somebody sitting up, posted up on the back of a like he's sitting in the chair, one leg crossed over the other. Who has that much time? Who has that much time? The body already hard. How did you twist this person's knee to prop it? Girl, y'all gonna have to stop. This needs to be illegal. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna have to stop the madness. I just can't. I cannot. I'm not trying to be propped up nowhere, to be honest. Okay. Only place I am interested in being propped into is an urn. Because you're not, no ma'am. Okay. I can't take it. I can't. I would have fell the hell out if I would have walked in that club thinking this is just like a celebration like most people do. And he's just standing over there. Do you know how long that would have haunted me? I mean, I'll probably be laying down in my bed thinking that he's standing up right over there. Like, what the fuck? I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to keep going. Prince George's County Police found the up-and-coming rapper suffering from a gunshot wound in a parking lot in the 34th block of Walters Lane on March 18th. Baby done passed away a very long time ago. Woo, girl, a very long time ago. Morrow was taken to the nearby hospital and then pronounced dead shortly thereafter. Homicide detectives are still investigating the incident and are working to identify and arrest the suspects who took this man out. And they're offering a $25,000 reward. Child. Oh, I hate that. Poor baby. And sat up here and lost his life suffering from a wound in a parking lot, only to turn around and be posted up. Like, hasn't he suffered enough? Like, why would y'all want to make his body stand up here? Girl, it ain't like he can enjoy it. He's gone. Like, it's not like he can enjoy it. Okay, who wanted this club appearance? Did he have contracts to fulfill before he died? Girl, that's what I'm was it? He was up and DJing hard on the mic too. Now who? Oh, you said the DJ was DJing hard on the mic. I can't. I was finna say who was up DJing. I'm like, he was posted up enough. Not them put him on a DJ table, girl. I don't know who propped him up. Something was behind him under a curtain. Correct. I wonder if it was the casket from the fan. What? From the fam took him out. And the fam took him out. I don't think it was the casket because it looked like it was a straight board behind him. And I feel like if it was the casket would have tipped over on him for sure. That casket is heavy, heavier than his body. I feel like they just had a little board back there, something that propped him up, and I just cannot take it. Child, and people better not take pics of me, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure they are going to cremate him after that viewing. That probably would be the best thing. That would be the best thing to do. Going to be completely honest, at a funeral for my dad's friend, they had him sitting up in the chair, went viral on FB. No, ma'am. Why is this okay? I mean, maybe it's just that it's not normal, right? So when it's not normal, we always have something to say, like myself. Like, it's not normal. What is this? What is happening? Girl, but they be want to do all this. I just feel like that's what they call it. What they call it when you violated their body. What is it called? Something to a corpse. Whatever it's called, that's what it is. Okay? And I don't think it should be allowed. Abuse of a corpse, that's what it should be called. Abuse of a corpse. That's not what I think they say. That's what it should be. Absolutely. Child, I hope they did not have no photo booth. Taking a picture with it. Girl, let me move on to some that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Miss Kourtney Kardashian. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker have allegedly went and got married, child. Look like they tied a knot in Vegas. I don't know how I feel about it. On the high end, I don't care. On the low end, I care because of how Travis looks. I used to love me some Travis, and I don't know what the hell got into him. He just doesn't look the same anymore. Maybe it's the tats all over. I don't think it's the tats because Travis has had tats for a very long time. I don't know what it is. And Travis always, for some reason, made me think of the white version of Lil Wayne. I don't know why. Maybe it was the style or something. But it looks like he and Miss Kourtney Kardashian are now indeed married. Didn't they get engaged not too long ago, sometime around Christmas or something like that? So now here it is. They married. Congratulations. And good luck. Oh, you know what? I could not watch that show, Jake 2018. I could not watch it. I think they also had like a funeral home show or something like that on Netflix that everybody was raving about. I'm not gonna watch that before I go to sleep. Girl, no ma'am. So I couldn't get into it. At all. What's up, everybody over here on TikTok? We're talking about a few things, a few gossip talks. Okay, if you'd like to be a part of the conversation, come on over here to YouTube. The link is in the bio, okay? So let's go ahead and let's move on. I used to love him, right? I don't know what happened with him. Miss Paula, were you doing a skit? I hope Paula was doing a skit. So for those of you guys that do not know, Paula had a video to go viral of her frying some chicken, and it just looked all wrong to me, right? And to many others. I wanted to believe that she had already cleaned the chicken. That was the excuse I wanted to give her. I wanted to say that she had already cleaned the chicken already. And what she was just showing y'all was just like a rough, run through of how it works. And this is specifically when it came down to cleaning the chicken, because she didn't clean it. She rinsed it off and then she put it to the side. I said, okay, I want to believe that she already cleaned it. And now she's just giving them a quick example of, rinsing it and put it to the side. Maybe that's what she's doing, but the chicken was already clean, right? And plucked as well, because sometimes feathers be on it too. But where she messed up was she put the chicken immediately into the flour. And then had the audacity to say that it was her mama's recipe. And I need to research her mom. I do. I did not have time to do that, Paula. But I'm wondering, who's your mother? Paula, who is your mama? Girl, let me see what Joyce over here giving. Because I know Joyce didn't teach you that. Girl, Joyce probably did teach you that, girl. Well, it wasn't right. I have to disagree. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. And the flour didn't even look seasoned itself either. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. That's not how you do that, Paula. That's not how you do that. It's not. It was just all wrong. I don't know what else to say about it. I just would not want to eat any of your food, and that's okay. You know, and maybe that it tastes delicious to you. It didn't look like it was giving to me. But you know, there's that girl. Oh, well, that's why Robin was seeing blur. That's why he was seeing blurred lines. Child, that's what she said. Her mama recipe. Okay. She didn't season the flour. LOL. She didn't wash the chicken off. She didn't. And then she put it in the flour, and then I just cut it off. I mean, she put it in the grease, and I just cut it off at that point. So I don't know. I started seeing people saying she seasoned it after she seasoned it when she put it in the pan. And that's what I was like, girl, if you do not cut this out. Correct. She trying to get that little baby over there sick. She indirectly roasted her own mama. Like, terrible. Terrible, terrible. All that seasoning in that grease. I've never seen that before, child. How you season chicken already in the grease? Right. And I just feel like if you don't know how to do it, just go to YouTube. Girl, you got too much. Girl, nowadays you ain't got to do that. TikTok, the reels on IG, they going to show you how to get it right in a quick 1 minute. You ain't even got to do all that. But if that's how she's used to eating it and that's what she likes, then hey. I guess, girl, go for it then, Miss Paula. I mean, she lived to see another day and tell us about it. So I think everyone who was Black saw that and felt like we skipped a few steps. They skipped a few steps. Okay? And that's how you get unseasoned. That's the stuff that we be talking about. Okay? When we talking about they don't know how to add seasoning to it, that's what we be talking about. Dead right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, she could have did that too. I know I had air fried me some salmon that weekend. It was good too. It was so really good, girl, with some mashed potatoes, and then I had put like this little creamy sauce that I had made on top of it. Wow, girl, that thing was good. Yes, the air fryers be on pizzoints. Okay, so there's that. All right, y'all, let's move on. Okay, let's talk about someone else. This is messy. This, speaking of food, is messy, girl. This is messy. This is messy. Do you hear me? Now, this is Darius Cooks. Okay, this some messy right here. I first found out about Darius Cooks by way of TikTok during the pandemic because he had some good recipes and I sure tried them. Period. Okay, I'm not even finna lie. I was over here like, okay, this is cool. Let me try that. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah. Well, there are a lot of people coming out, speaking out against him. Okay. Let me see what we got over here. Because actually, he ended up making the Atlanta news. It was like it was one of their big stories last night. I think it was last night. And we'll talk about that. But let me see what else this other article is saying about him to give y'all a little bit. So he definitely, first of all, he used to own a few restaurants from my understanding. He had a few restaurants that he ended up closing down and stuff. So he does a lot. He gets a lot of his people, you know, from his social media, his TikTok. He cooks and things, his Instagram. You know, he has his, I believe it's cookware. He also has his cookbooks and things that he's selling. But it's been said that a lot of people haven't really been getting their products from him. So when they reach out to him like, hey, I didn't get my products for this, I didn't get my products for that, then they say that he decides to like lash out at them and kind of not kind of, but dox them as well. He doxes them by like releasing their contact information. And you know, it's two individuals on social media. I was watching on YouTube that I was watching their videos. One of them is called, did I write her name down? Natalie, lawyer chick, and this other guy named Randomness with Nail. So they have like full-length videos if you guys wanted any details about this particular situation, okay? But they are kind of calling him a scammer. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of shocked. I'm not, because I'm like, but I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know him to know whether or not he is or he isn't. I just know what I've seen on TikTok from the quick little videos that I've seen and the recipes that I borrowed from him. But outside of that, I don't know. But it looks like this article here, the Daily Beast, is saying Darius Cooks Williams went from an unknown Chicago food blogger to social media influencer overnight in 2011 after Sunny Anderson, a Black cookbook author and co-host of Food Network's The Kitchen, invited him to be on air as her guest for her hit show Cooking for Real. Now, according to Anderson in a recent interview, their once sweet collaboration turned sour after she says he misled his customers into believing that she was attached to his failed grocery delivery service called Fresh to Go, a business venture she had declined to invest in when he first asked her a decade earlier. So that's another thing people have been saying, that he's been asking people to invest in different projects that he's working on, and he's not following through. Okay. There was one story that was alleged that this guy invested in a project that he had going on, and he took the money from his child's tuition, thinking that he was going to be able to like double that money. And coming to find out, he ended up losing that money, so his child couldn't go to school that semester. So yeah, so when people aren't getting the money back that they were expecting, when they're not getting the products that they're expected to receive, they reach out to him on more than one occasion. And then what they're saying is that he'll block them. So he'll block all communication with these people and then turn around. And if you've ordered anything from him, and he's been very vocal about that, he has your contact information, and then he would take that and he would, you know, leak that information out to other people. And you know what's interesting to me is the fact that doxing is not illegal yet. That's something that's interesting. They also said that he had a credit repair business. That I guess this woman ended up getting scammed with the credit repair business or something like that. I guess she didn't get her money back or something. I think he had to shut that down. So he's had multiple businesses that he's had to shut down, and that's coming from the word of other individuals as well as the news reporting that he's had a ton of restaurants and other businesses that ended up not going anywhere, that they call failing business ventures, and ended up, you know, shutting down. But it's just interesting that doxing to me has yet to become illegal. I'm shocked. This one lady called him out. I can't think of her name. I feel like it's the kitchenista, something like that. I think she calls him out for like putting her family's photos and stuff all on his page and things. I think she was trying to work with him at one point, and then things didn't work out. She didn't like how he was moving and stuff, how he treated his followers and stuff, and said that he doesn't like accountability. He doesn't like when people go against him, you know, he'll block them and all that stuff. Her husband ended up getting involved. So now they're on this wave where they're trying to, you know, pretty much take him down. Girl, it's messy, girl. It's messy. Let me see what else this article is saying before we get to the news one, okay? What else? Anderson says, if you want to know the truth about why I'm outing a scammer, it's because I am sorry I plucked him from Blogspot obscurity to be on my show a decade ago, and he took that opportunity and used it to scam, period. Not an IG post, no jealousy, just remorse for giving him any light. Okay. So she also goes on to give a list of tweets, actually. And that's one thing that from the live videos that people have played about him, he always goes to the point of a person being jealous of them. Like, oh, you're doing that because you're jealous or you're mad or this and that. And the whole time it seems like the person's not mad. They just want their money back, or, they want their product that they were expecting to receive. And then a lot of his followers, when you disagree with him, a lot of the followers start to hop in the comments and start dragging people and saying, you know what you talking about, and da-da-da-da, and whoop the whoop it, da-da-da-da. I would have doxed her too, and she should have did this and that, and whoop the. And I'm just like, girl, I don't know them folks' experiences. Okay? And I don't know that man like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they say anybody that comes after him or do anything, he decides to, let them have it. Put their social media out there. Let people go to their page and drag and stuff like that. Put their address out there, Girl, this one lady, the lawyer, what's her name? Natalie lawyer chick. She got all kind of videos. I was like, oh my God, I was so shocked. Because I'm like, are you sure like him? Because I had been hearing rumblings about him, but I was like, but then I'm hearing that he done made the news, and I'm like, what? He done made the news, girl. Then I turn around and I find these videos, and it's like a lot of lives. Like somebody screen recorded a lot of his lives where he said that he had some woman's social security number. I think it's the kitchenista woman. He said, yeah, I got your social. I know your address. I know where you stay. I know this. I know that. I know you lived over here. I know you live. I'm like, oh my. Got a full background check on this lady and everything. So now her husband is like, you're going to have to see me. And I'm just like, girl, this here is messy. This is messy. Darius Cooks is an influencer. Okay. He used to own quite a few restaurants. I think he's like a chef, I guess you could say. So he's a cook influencer, because I don't know what to call him, but he makes a lot of, different type of meals and stuff. And that's how he builds his business, based on the different things that he cooks. But he's also had restaurants prior that ended up shutting down. They said that he also had a credit business at one point that ended up shutting down. What else did they say? There is a lot of stuff about this man that I was not privy to. They said over the years, Williams would go on to develop a flashy brand with over 3 million followers across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as he sells cookbooks. He hosts dinner series and open restaurants. Williams isn't a classically trained chef, and he boasted online of how he's become a millionaire by applying his grandmother's cooking lessons, okay? But his warm public image took a turn for the worse over the last year and a half, as another business of his that promised to repair people's credit was hit with a 6-figure fine in Georgia. Now, what they're saying about this fine is that in the state of Georgia, it is illegal to do credit repair. I said, girl, what? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Girl, I did not know that. Okay, but I learned a lot from, Natalie lawyer chick. And I was like, girl, I did not know that was the case. I didn't know that was illegal. I ain't need it. I just didn't know that was illegal. But anyway, they said he abruptly shut his 3 restaurants in Atlanta and Chicago, and a torrent of claims appeared on social media accusing him of taking advantage of Black women, mistreating employees, and ripping off customers. So something else that was said on this page was that when he was closing his restaurants, people were alleging that his employees did not find out until I guess they looked on social media or something like that. And then when they came to work, he said, as a severance package, y'all can take whatever y'all want from the bar. And then turned around and said, oh, when you take this from the bar, I'm taking that from your check. It was some confusing stuff. But I'll try to link the videos down below so you guys can, check it out for yourself. But what else are they saying? Williams' troubles began when he and his company, Above 701 Incorporated, agreed the previous December to a $145,750 settlement, including $110,000 in customer restitution and a $35,750 civil penalty to the state for violating the Georgia Fair Business Practices Act. Okay. Girl, this is messy. The consent judgment with the state attorney general also required the company to cease all business operations in the state after operating an illegal credit repair business by requesting and accepting payment from consumers for its credit repair services before those services were provided, and making misleading claims that it could get bankruptcies and debts permanently deleted from consumers' credit reports without adequately disclosing the negative credit information cannot be erased from a consumer's credit report if the information is accurate. So basically, he was just managing business unethically, okay? And it seems to be illegally, according to this documentation here at the Daily Beast. Now, there's somebody by the name of Jason Bryant says he definitely scammed me and is still trying to charge me for a failed business of his. After taking the proper procedures to cancel the affiliation, Carolina Pound Cakes is still trying to charge me monthly. Oh, wow. And this was reported back in 2021. Y'all, this thing seemed like it goes very, very deep, okay? Ooh. Wow. This is, y'all, this is so messy. He been doing this for years. Glad this story is now blowing up. He trashed and harmed too many folks, especially Black women. Oh, wow. Girl, this is, I'm a bit shocked. Okay, they said last February. Okay, I'm gonna continue to go with this article because this is some interesting stuff. Okay, last February, just before the pandemic and just after his business was hit with the six-figure fine, Williams abruptly closed his 3 restaurants, Soul Crab Atlanta and Soul Crab Chicago, as well as Greens and Gravy in Atlanta. A decision he said was related to mental health issues. Since then, several former employees have claimed that he was verbally and physically aggressive, didn't pay them, and neglected the warnings of inspectors who hit them with health code violations. An anonymous employee at Soul Crab Atlanta told the Black Enterprise that the establishment was so dirty and rat infested that it couldn't pass several state inspections and that they had to spend their own money to keep the restaurant's maintenance afloat. And the person, let's see, looks like another, I guess this is the same former employee saying, I'm patching up stuff. I got a whole crew in there on a Monday and cleaning, doing everything. And Darius is on vacation in Dubai. And literally, I'm in charge of a whole damn restaurant with 30 freaking employees, and you in Dubai, and we've got a major inspection tomorrow, and you overseas. Other former employees of Williams have also claimed that he left them high and dry during the closing of his restaurants, with one of them complaining on social media that she was paid pennies by him and was mistreated when she used to bake at, Carolina Pound Cakes. So they got a whole video up here of this woman pretty much going off. Girl, this stuff dates back all the way back to last year. Somebody said this man is a con artist. I was a server at his seafood restaurant in Atlanta, and he got arrested for putting his hands on me after I had a fit after he didn't pay me after working for him for almost a month. I still never got paid. Then the girl that was training warned me to keep all my receipts because he was famous for shorting you. She said to call the police on him one time because he didn't pay her. Girl, yes. He picked me up and tried to drag me out the restaurant. These 2 women that were dining there had to stop him. He had the nerve to call the police on me, but he ended up getting arrested because it was on video. I didn't know any of this, y'all. The two, The two black women that I was talking to when he grabbed me up got up and said, "Oh no, we're not doing that. You will not put your hands on her," and had to physically pry his hands off me. Somebody said, "I know you're not lying because he threatened to try and fight me over a Facebook post. He hates black women and he has no problem trying to put hands on us." The cops were corrupt too. When they arrested him, they told me not to record it. I had to sneak in a picture of them escorting him to the station because it was right behind the restaurant. And she got screenshots. Girl, this is a mess. What alarmed me is the fact that he was so comfortable doing so with the restaurant full of people watching it all go down. The thing is, he's known for doing that. My first day there, he was getting into it with a girl that was a host there, and she was complaining about not getting paid. Baby, I never knew. Y'all, it's a lot of information out here that I'm shocked that this been happening since last year, and I didn't even know. I'm just not finding out about all of this stuff. I'm probably going to go down a rabbit hole. Yeah, so let's see what else so last night he was also on Atlanta. So Atlanta, Fox 5 News did a story on him saying food fight. Atlanta-based influencer posts personal info of critics. Yeah, that's what they were saying about him doxing people. One of the reporters actually went up to his door, knocked on his door, and was trying to meet with him, but he wouldn't really he was open to having a conversation. He just said he didn't want the cameras there. So the guy sent the cameras away and he started to ask more questions. And Darius was just like, "Listen, you're gonna have to talk to my lawyer. I ain't got nothing to say, da 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 da." And ended up closing the door in his face. His company scored an F rating with the local Better Business Bureau over complaints he never delivered products or canceled dining events without providing refunds. Unable to reach Williams directly, upset customers voiced their frustration in the comment section of Williams' social media posts or live videos. That's where another term was added to the menu: doxing. And one of the ladies, Mrs. Holland, that ended up getting doxed, said she didn't even know what it was. Like, she didn't even know what doxing was. So there's that, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff out here regarding this, and it sucks. His followers dox people. He did that to Angela. Who's Angela? That's the main reason I know how shady he is. Shout out to her. That damn T.I., he was moving in a threatening manner on the stage toward that female. What you talking about? I don't know what y'all talking about. OMG, I have to unfollow him because I can't be associated with his likeness. Oh, wow. From Atlanta, never heard of any of these restaurants. I haven't either. I don't know when they close, though. Not you need Netflix to make a documentary. He can cook and fight. Yep, he'll do well in jail. Oh, my God. This is messy, right? This is messy, y'all. I feel like it's so much, though, that I'm still trying to wrap my head around myself. It's so much. Excuse me. But I'm just surprised that doxing is not illegal at this point. People do it all the time. All the time. I guess the doxing ain't illegal, but once you cross the boundaries of, I guess harassing, stalking, then, it'll hit a little different. Okay, so Angela is the kitchenista. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just knew the kitchenista. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, y'all, so this was messy. Whew. So let's go ahead. Yeah, very dangerous, right? Very scary. Very, very scary for them. Yeah, I did hear that, Nefessa. I did hear that as well. Mm, 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 mm. Well, that sucks. If he did that in a restaurant full of people, imagine what he's capable of doing behind closed doors. Mm, wow. Mm-mm. Well, there's that. I feel like it was super messy, y'all. So we had to, talk about it because I'm like, this that made the Atlanta news, and I heard a few little rumblings, but I never saw any of this. So I just was like, "Child, talking about," So then now I see it's a lot, and I didn't know that. Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for the people. But yeah. So let's go ahead, girl. Let's move on. Yikes! All right, let's talk about this guy. I think his name is Channing Crawford. I hope I said it right, Mr. Channing Crawford. He did a podcast, right? And I don't know why y'all keep Russell Wilson's wife's name in y'all mother mouth. Keep his wife's name out your mother mouth, please. Please keep this woman's name out your mouth, okay? The conversation came up about Sierra and Future. And for some reason, this man Channing decided to say that Russell Wilson was lame. He felt like he was a square, and that he seemed as though he was almost appalled that Sierra left Future to go and be with Russell. No, Sierra actually left Future for her damn sanity because he wasn't doing right by her. All the affirmations he put out there saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get with her, I'm gonna date her, I'm gonna be with her." He got what it is that he wanted. He started to date her at some point in life, and he didn't even do right by her. Got her pregnant and everything, and she was willing to accept him and all them kids he had before hers. Right? So when she left him, she left for her sanity, and she just so happened to, connect with Russell. It was a mutual attraction between the two. And they just got together, and I feel like Russell elevated ever since. Like, Russell was never a bad looking guy at all. So I'm confused as to who you are and what deems you the man to decide whether or not another man is a square or not. That's y'all problem. And he's sad because you're worse than a damn square. Okay, I don't even know if you can fit into a shape with how terrible you are. The fact that you will put Future on a pedestal in comparison to a man named Russell Wilson. I'm confused. That is just not, I am appalled. And it's crazy because if Russell is a square, I feel like Russell is a real square that presents himself, his all authentic true self, where Future, and we've even heard Nicki Minaj admit this, and I truly believe this, all this he be rapping about, he don't even be about. So what can be more square than that? Is a man that be out here rapping about that he really ain't even about. Let's talk about that. Excuse me? A man that's out here having so many kids and can't be in the same household as all of his children because he spread so fucking thin, okay? Because he was landing low and spreading wide. You got the audacity that to call a man a square, or in so many words, saying that he's lame because he wants to love on one woman and be with one woman and even accept a child that's not his and father even more children and treat a woman like she should be treated and got long money, very long, very long. What kind of team was Future finna buy her? Because the only team Future was finna get her was the team of children that he already had. So I'm a little confused. Y'all, like, are you upset that you didn't get to Russell first? I'm like, is that what it is? Are you upset that you didn't get to Russell first? What is that? I don't like that. I think Russell is the dope as hell. Period. Okay, so I don't. And you have the audacity to compare him to Future? Baby, cut it out. Keep her husband's name out your mother mouth, and keep his wife's name out your mother mouth. Okay, that's just how I feel about it. I don't think he's lame at all. I think y'all jealous and y'all mad. And if Future is the standard that you think is supposed to represent all men, I feel sorry for you, baby. And it has me questioning the type of man that you are. Child, goodbye. I'm starting to think these men want to be Russell low key. Girl, I'm starting to think these men want to be with Russell low key. girl, do you want to be swept off your feet? Then just let the people know. Just let the people know, sir. Crowder, thank you so much for last night. If Channing Crowder must have a crush on future Russell Wilson, has been elevated and blessed to marry Sierra. I don't get it, right? He got kids by 4 different women, and this fool have the audacity to speak on my girl and her husband. That's what I'm saying. Because she decided to step out and elevate. I do not like that at all. And then I think he tried to say like I think he tried to say that she didn't want him or whatever it was. And I'm like, but she with him though. So what are you talking about? What are you saying, sir? I can't. I agree with one guy who said when you deal with the high level toxicity, all you want is someone who is about love and respect, right? And I feel like she probably took a little time to herself, and it just happened to work out like that. I think that happens for a lot of women, maybe not all, right? But I think it happens for a lot of women where they've gone through a lot of terrible things in that one relationship, and then once that relationship comes to an end and they're really focused on themselves, then this other person just comes in, you know. So yeah, I hate it. Exactly. These men want to be one of Future's baby mamas so bad. That's why they worship everything he does. Shy is sad. Is this your king? Sierra is being loved completely, and I'm in support of healthy relationships. I agree. 100%. That was lame. He's a square. To sit out there and speak on that man and his wife, you're a square. Trying to talk about somebody else. You're a square, sir. Actually, you're not a square because you're barely even a shape. So I don't even know what comes, okay, before that. One thing about a type, it always changes. Your type today could change tomorrow. New experiences bring new views. Exactly. That's what it was. He tried to say that she's only with him because he's rich. Otherwise, she wouldn't be with him because he's that is so whack. I do not believe that at all. I do not believe that at all. Russell isn't a square as people think he is just because he doesn't have 4, 5, 6 BMs. Right. Girl, they be so mad. They be so mad, so pressed, so nasty, and so rude. You guys are so pressed. I hate to see it. Let's talk about your baby mama or your wife or your girlfriend, Mr. Channing, while you over here speaking on this lady and her man. I can't. Where's Will when you need him? Where is Will when you need him? What else we got over here? Do I got it up there? My bad. Lee Daniels and Miss Monique, okay? They finally have settled their issue. I feel like they've been feuding for a long time. Like, I don't know when Precious came out, and I'll be honest, I've never seen Precious. Never. I've heard some of the things that was happening in that film, and I never wanted to see it. I think one of the things somebody said when she told her daughter to come down here and eat X, Y, and Z, I said, dead, never watching it, don't want to see it. Not trying to see this young girl be abused or anything like that. I'm cool on that. Not watching. So I have not seen it. But either way, they kind of had a fallout. And I don't really remember all of the details, but I think it had something to do with her doing promotion or something like that for the show. For the movie. And I guess they wanted her to do some work for free or something. But I know that Monique has been on I'm gonna say tour, lack of a better word. She's been on like a tour of basically getting what's rightfully hers and getting her respect in the industry. And I can't fault her on that because I feel like being in that entertainment industry, it can be very interesting. And people will definitely try to play with you when it comes to your coin if you don't know no better. So I don't fault her for standing up for herself at all, even if it kind of resulted in her losing her friendships for the time being to gain the respect that she needed. And it took a very long time because I'm sure ego and everything was in the way. But I think she did a show recently, and after he did an interview with T.S. Madison, and I guess the influence of 50 Cent as well, he decided that he was going to have that sit down with her, and they sorted everything out. He came out on stage and he publicly apologized to her for hurting her, and she was accepting of it. And I guess that's all that matters. It's the harm was done to her. And if she was okay with what he had to say and how he made her feel in that moment, receiving that apology that she's waited a long time for, then cool. Tyler Perry said that he doesn't have a problem with her, according to, I think, 50 Cent getting Tyler Perry on the phone. I'm not sure if an apology has happened between them. And I think the other person that she may be waiting on is Oprah. So not sure what's going to happen with that, but I do know that Lee Daniels said that at one point of time, he and Monique were best friends. So he's really been missing his best friend, and that they are going to be working together very soon. So he's going to do some more projects with her. And I think 50 Cent may keep his end of the bargain as well and put her in some more stuff too. So we'll see how that's going to play out. But I'm not mad at them for, getting their friendship back on track. If that's what you got to do, girl, to gain your respect, you got to teach people how to treat you. And sometimes, girl, it may take them to stop talking to you for a minute for them to get it together. All right. So she stood her ground, and I'm not mad at it. And I think she stood her ground with Netflix. Didn't Netflix owe her a check because they was the ones that was in the wrong? So listen, girl, I feel like a win for Mo is going to be a win for a lot of other Black women that's in that entertainment sector. So I ain't mad at it. I thought she was suing Netflix. So how is she appearing in the next Netflix film? Did she drop it? I'm not sure. If she's appearing in a Netflix film, I thought she won that Netflix deal. I feel like people be suing their companies and still be working for their companies at the same time. So hey, that could have also been a part of the suit as well. She could have sued them for a certain percentage and for them to push through her film. But I would have to look into that because I didn't know she had like an actual film coming. I just know Lee Daniels said that they were going to be working together with each other. Supposedly he apologized because she was hired for his next project. So he's not trying to mess up the bag. Well. I feel like an apology must have came before she even got hired for that project, because if he's a part of that project, he would have screened who is auditioning. Who are we considering for this role? He probably would have had a heavy hand in it. So I feel like the apology probably already came, booked her for a role, and then gave her another public apology. I'm so happy that Monique got that moment from him. Yeah, that's what's up. The book it was based on was even more traumatizing than the movie, in my opinion. I think it was called Push, girl, and I think I would continue to push it to the side because I won't be watching it. Not at all. But y'all can tell me about it though, girl. It says she got blackballed for just wanting to be paid like a normal person. Come on. I wonder what Oprah had to say after seeing this. Interesting. I wonder too. Hopefully that relationship can be repaired. Okay. Sometimes it just takes time. It takes you to go away from a person for a little bit, and then y'all come back, and then, you know what I'm saying, get back on one accord. But if you need the space to teach somebody how to treat you, then it is what it is. Period. You said the movie still give you the creeps? Girl, good to know. Good to know. I will be skipping past go for sure. For sure. Yes, I agree, Nefesta. Time heals all wounds, okay? Push is the name of the book, but the movie had to be called Precious because there was another movie with the name. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Well, let's move on. Will Smith, honey. Let's talk about Will Smith. Okay. After the slap that was given to old boy Chris Rock, social media, entertainment industry, everybody has been in shambles on whose side they are on, what side of the fence they're on. It don't really necessarily have to be a side. It is what it is. However, Will Smith decided that he was going to resign from the Academy. And I was wondering what exactly that meant. And I feel like I'm still figuring out some of the details. He can't vote on, like, I think it's still being decided on whether or not he can attend the Oscars. But as far as being submitted for nominations, I feel like that's still up in the air if he'll be submitted, in the future. But I know one thing that stuck out to me is when it comes down to him voting on who and what is going to be a part of the nominations, he cannot vote on that. So he decided to resign from the Academy. And yeah, I mean, the Academy is still trying to figure out, the disciplinary actions or whatever they're going to take when it comes to Will Smith. In addition to that, some of his films have been put on hold at this time. I think Netflix has some things with him and another production company that are currently on hold. I feel like by the end of the year, they might be getting back to rolling when ain't nobody really talking about this no more. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was Will that was like, hey, I want to put this stuff on hold. I'm about to resign. So any projects that I'm working on at this time, like, let's just hold off and we'll meet back up at a later time. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But yeah, Chris Rock went out and he is starting to do his shows and stuff, but he has yet to speak on the situation and said that he's not going to speak on it just yet. But when he does, it's going to be funny and it's going to be serious. So we'll just see when that time is going to be. All right. So that's just the latest with Will Smith and his things being put on hold at this time. All right. I mean, F them. Will is accomplished and they can't erase his legacy. They can't, as much as they want to. I think one of Chris Rock's brothers was like, have his Oscar taken away. And I was like, sir, let's take the mic away. Go have a seat. Because at the end of the day, it's about all of the work that he's done in the industry thus far. Like, come on now. Come on. Award that man accordingly. Y'all have awarded so many other people that were not worth getting awards. Okay, so let's cut it out and let's move on. Okay, y'all promote this type of violence and all these type of movies that y'all sit up there and give Oscar awards to, and then now we're razzled and bedazzled, girl. Okay, it is what it is. All right, so hey, Will honestly doesn't even need the Academy anymore. He can be a very independent actor. True. And about still get the same amount of money. But also, I think he just wants things to probably die down so I can see him taking the back seat. I mean, he still got a standing ovation. And he still had a lot of people come up to him after the incident supporting him. So I think he still has a ton of support, no matter how many little people we see come and speak out and say something against it. It may seem like it's really loud, but overall it could just be about 6 people that's really complaining, whereas you probably got 600 that's still cool. So IDK, but I think he probably just want to sit back for a second and then he'll resurface at some point, I'm sure. Oh wow, okay. It looks like it's working in Chris Rock's favor. And I'm not mad at Tony Rock for sticking up for him. I mean, that's his brother. He gonna do what he want to do. Just like Jada is Will's wife, so he did what he wanted to do. So I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. And just like Chris Rock sales went up, so did Will Smith book sales. So I feel like they both getting some type of benefit out of it, even though his projects are currently on hold. I can see if they, most of the time when somebody getting a controversial thing, they like try to scrap it all together and be like, nope, we're not going to do it. We're no longer working with X, Y, and Z. But they didn't do that in this case. They just like, we're just going to hold off for a second. Give us a second. We're just going to put it on hold. Okay. Oh, wow. Is that what TMZ is saying? That's interesting. TMZ saying that Chris Rock is working out a multi-million out of court settlement with the Grammys for not protecting him. You mean the Oscars? Is that what they're saying? I have to look into that. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and scoot over and get to some other things, okay? Security, security. Let's talk about Tory Lanez and Miss Megan the Stallion. Okay, y'all know there was an incident that took place with them back in what, maybe 2020, 2019, 2020, somewhere up in there, girl. And we still ain't got the truth yet. But they are, supposed to be, going to trial and all this other stuff. But recently, it seems like Tory Lanez actually ended up getting arrested, okay, while in court for violating an order in the Megan Thee Stallion case. So when I first saw it, some told me, like, right out the gate, I said, I bet you it's because he been going back and forth saying slick stuff on social media, right? When he know he's likely not supposed to. And I think that's exactly what it is. TMZ is saying that Tory Lanez was handcuffed in court and had his bail increased after a judge ruled he violated the protective order in his case with Megan Thee Stallion for talking about her on social media. The Canadian rapper had a hearing Tuesday in LA where he was remanded into custody of the sheriff's department, and the judge set his bail at $350,000. Prosecutors had requested he be held without bail, or at least set it at $5 million. God, sorry. Okay, we're told he's in the process of posting the $350K bail. Okay. Ooh, child. Now the judge says Tory's tweet where he directly addressed Meg as you was a violation of a protective order. He's not supposed to contact or mention her at all. Girl, not you getting in trouble. Tory fired off that tweet back in February when he said, "Good DICK had me effing two best friends and I got caught. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it though." Ooh, child. Now all he had to say was, "It's sick how it's being spun though." Now see how he said that, then he probably would have got caught up. But he done got caught out. But Tory, you paying these people $350K. Don't you owe some money for rent? Like, didn't you just have a situation about not paying your rent or something like that down in Miami? Don't you think you need to be keeping all of your coin so you can take care of that? Girl, that's crazy. Prosecutors have also voiced concern about a tweet from DJ Academics from February, which read, "Breaking. It was revealed in court a few moments ago, that Tory's DNA was not found on the item in the Megan Thee Stallion case." The prosecutors believe that info was given to ACT from Tory's team. However, it could have been. However, Tory's attorney, Sean Hawley, said that wasn't possible because DJ Academic's initial tweet was wrong. Tory's DNA wasn't on the magazine, and a sample from the item was inconclusive. About 15 minutes after posting his initial tweet, ACT posted a new one, which reflected the inconclusive finding. Girl, this is messy. This is messy. I do know that Tory bailed out, though. Tory paid the $350K. I think it was TMZ that was on his head, asked him how he was doing. He said, "Oh, I'm feeling great," as he got in his car and got ready to pull off. Now, what's interesting is that more details are starting to surface at such a late time where somebody is trying to say that there was an altercation that was happening that alleged that Megan got jumped by Tory, by two men and a woman. And I said, now where this story came from? Now, y'all not going to drag us from this year to that year to this year and then back to this year, okay? Y'all not going to be dragging us every which way, and then now y'all about to drop another story, another piece to the puzzle that I honestly don't know if I believe. I don't know, girl. There's so much going on. Can we get through the first part of what they told us first before you come and add in more details? Wait a minute. Just wait. Give us a second. We trying to digest this and still can't digest it because we don't know the truth or what the hell really went down. We believe we know what went down, but we don't know if that indeed went down. I don't know. What happens when you collude with clowns? What, to report the facts? It was wrong because he was trying to tweet too fast. Child. He should have just slid down the hallway. Just not worry about it. He wasn't paying rent because they weren't evicting during the gotcha during the pandemic. Well, that's messed up. And then turn around and hit that man with all that money. Girl. At this point, I would just ask, can I Can I stay in jail? Because God dang, he paying out some money. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Definitely. Tory spent all that money and time on his hair transplant just for it to fall. Oh my. Oh my. Child, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to this story here. Okay. Cardi B and Tasha K. Girl, this is the song. This is another one of the songs that doesn't end. Yes, it go on and on, my friend. Okay. Now, Cardi B, Tasha K, she is being forced to delete these posts that she has made about Cardi B that is defaming her character. Okay. TMZ says that Cardi B will not have to pay. What? Oh, arch enemy. Cardi B's arch enemy. Okay, shaking my head, TMZ. They're saying that Tasha K will not have a pass to say whatever she wants about the rapper while she appeals their defamation case. The judge just saw to that. On Monday, a federal judge in Atlanta signed off an injunction forcing Tasha to delete a bunch of her old posts, which trashed and defamed Cardi. Remember, Cardi won her legal battle with the blogger back in January when the jury ruled in her favor. And y'all know they said that videos were still up. Some people said Tasha took them down. Some people said they were on her website. I wouldn't know. Tasha was ordered to pay Cardi $4 million in damages and attorney fees, and it had to delete all posts that include offending statements, false claims about Cardi STIs, amongst other things. Okay, so Miss Cardi Nim is continuing to keep the foot and the heel on the neck of Miss Tasha K, and she would like to have all of that taken down. And if I was her, I'll take it down for like this time. Like, girl, you need to take it down the first time, okay, which got you in this situation. Take it down now. Go on, take it down now, girl. Go on, take that thing down now, girl. Because I ain't got time for nobody to come around trying to say, we finna take down the channel. Okay, now we just sat up here and asked you to take down the video. You still got it up. Okay, this time we finna just go ahead and snatch this. Okay, so I would just, girl, just control, alt, delete, hide, private, whatever you're gonna do. Okay, so you can go to the next step, I guess. The next step in the Mario phase. What else? Tasha might as well go ahead and set up that payment plan and pay that woman. Damn, Tasha K did all this and still gotta delete those videos. That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. Yeah, she did all of that and now she got to delete them. But I still feel like she made a lot of money though. So she probably made all she finna make off those videos. So I don't think she too bad about it. I think it could, I mean, if they're still up, it could just be an ego thing. Like, I ain't finna do that until somebody tell me to do it. Okay, when they tell me to take it down, I'll take it down. Okay. You're gonna have to have the judge tell me to take it down because I ain't finna take it down or Cardi tell me to take it down. You know, that's what it's given to me. So the judge seemed like the judge said, well, take it down, D. Take it down. How about that? Take it down. Let's see how much self-control Tasha has going forward to see if she can keep Cardi out her mouth because she's fighting a case with an appeal. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. You never win when you play dirty. That's what they say. Pride has taken down many people. Okay, he has definitely done that. So that's the latest. And as we speak on Miss Cardi B, actually, hold on, let me see what Miss Beanie is saying. Beanie is saying, all I can think about when it comes to the case, pride and ego will ruin you. This could have been avoided if she took it down the first time. I have to agree. If you took it down the first time, we wouldn't even be here. Right? But you know, like you said, that pride and that ego. So she'll probably take it down this time now that she's been ordered to take it down. So this is an order for you to take it down. So if you don't take it down, I don't know what the next steps are going to be after that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Tasha needs to just admit defeat. She keeps running up these bills before she known it's going what? Before she know it, she's going to owe more than $4 million. Got you. Okay. I got you. Definitely up and stuck. Definitely up and stuck. Definitely up. Definitely up. Definitely stuck. Anyway, Cardi B, she decided to delete her Twitter. I'm not sure if she came back, but y'all know the Grammys took place earlier this week. Was Sunday, I think it was. I did not realize the Grammys were on until like an hour or so after the Grammys were on. But then I found out that the Dreamville Festival was over there. The Dreamville Fest was over there on Twitch. And I was like, girl, F these Grammys. If you know me, I love J. Cole, and that is on P. So when I started watching, I think Lil Wayne was on the stage or whatnot. And I forgot who else came out. And then, you know, he came out for about an hour or so. So I was just over there tuned in to J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? And I really wanted to be at the fest this year. But, you know, with the whole panorama and things, I was like, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that. But hopefully I'll be able to do it, you know, next year or something. So, yeah, it was really dope. I thought it was really awesome for Twitch to stream it, you know, for Amazon Music to stream it through Twitch. So that was really awesome. So I was having the time of my life over here at the house watching it. But anyway, Cardi B, I guess her fans got upset with her because they was expecting her to be at the Grammys. And they said that she misled them and said that she was going to be at the Grammys. And she was like, first of all, I never told you so I was going to do that. When did I ever mislead y'all? I never said that I was going to be there. And I'm never going to be there if it's not making sense for me. If I'm not performing, if I'm not winning awards or something, if I don't have a project out, like it got to make sense as to why I'm there. But I also feel like a lot of people feel that way. I think a lot of different artists that don't show up, like it got to make sense for them. I feel like Beyonce probably wouldn't have been there for real, but she was performing. Did she open up the show or something? So it made sense for her to go and be a part of that. So, you know, hey, there's that. I don't know why everybody wanted to jump down the throat of Miss Cardi B for not being there. I'm like, y'all know Cardi ain't been over here doing too much. Y'all know that lady ain't been over here doing too much. Why y'all bothering that woman like that? Did Nicki go to the doggone Grammys? I don't even remember seeing Nicki at the Grammys. Nicki the one that's dropping new music. Why y'all ain't go over there and see what she's talking about? Y'all ain't over there bothering Nicki. Barbs need to be in a kennel. Those weren't Cardi fans. They were Barbs with alternate accounts harassing. Yikes, child. Hey, y'all folks in the back, make sure you come to the front real quick and like the video. Yes, please hit like on the video and go ahead and subscribe as well, okay? All right, you guys, we're about to actually transition. We've been on here for a minute. So we're about to transition and get into some This Is Messy, okay? Now, I do have a video for you guys, and I would like to share it so that, you know, like screen share, but I feel like my computer not gonna let me do that today. So what I'm gonna do is just play the video for y'all. And this is messy to me because this man pretty much takes gas from this woman, and I just felt like this was so messed up. It's a video that's on TikTok. So the woman is, you know, I guess she went inside to pump her gas or to pay for her gas. I'm sorry. And when she came outside, he got her he got the damn pump putting the gas in his car, which is actually so messed up. And I was hoping that he was going to tell her that this is a prank, but I don't think that ever happened. But I'm going to go ahead and play the video for you guys. So y'all go ahead and check out this.
You came right here, got my gas pump, and you pumping in your car. You know the gas was paid for belongs to the challenger. You knew that. Y'all young folk be doing too much, but you knew that with my gas. You knew that with my gas. Then you were sitting here just pump again. You was lying to me in my face. You lying to your teeth in my face. Okay, why you put your mask on? What?
I ain't trying to get why you spit on me?
Sir, go in the store and pay for my gas so I can get my gas back. You don't pump my gas. When you take it from me, you take it from my grandchildren. Okay? I have 3 grandchildren I take care of.
I ain't know no, man.
You know not, and you do know my gas. So you took from me. You know not, and you do know my gas. So you took from me.
I ain't know until now, though.
But you know now. You didn't know, but you pretend. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Because you know my gas. You do know my gas, and do you stand there, you lying like that? What's wrong with you? What are you all in the crying now? What you crying for? You ain't crying. I never told you in the gas. You ain't crying when you pump my ass in your car. You ain't crying then. So why you gonna cry now? Y'all do the crime and then cry later. Cry for what? What you crying for now? You stay here and pump my gas in your doggone car. And then you talk about you ain't got to take it. You wanna come with it? You gonna come with it? You got to come with it, brother. Because I want my gas. I want my gas. Hard 9 to 5 all week long. You think I'm gonna sit here and put gas in your car and I couldn't put gas in my own? You took my gas. I want my gas. I don't care what you say, I want my gas.
Man, can I be real?
I don't care about these folks who looking. I don't care about giving my money and I'm gonna call the police.
I got warrants though.
You think I care about that? You think I really care about you having warrants and you don't sit here and took my gas? That's what they there for.
I ain't shot to my arms that were long and I just been going through a lot today, man. My arrow.
I don't know what you're going through, but I know you can go in there and get my gas. You can get my gas, have my gas, go in there and repay for the gas, but I want the gas in my car. This car drank gas like an SUV. It drank gas like a truck. I can't afford to put gas in the car and sit here and give it to you free
I can't
too.
afford to put gas in my car neither though. That's why I took yours. Well, Ashley didn't took yours. I ain't alone. I just reached over here and got it. I swear to God, I ain't talking, bro.
Okay, why are you lying? What's up? You want to sit there and cry now?
You saying you gonna call the police and stuff. I'm about to take off. And you want...
Take off! I'm gonna tell you one more time. Give me my money to my gas. Even touching that pump. You know that pump wasn't under yours.
So you good now?
Yeah, I guess. What do you do for a living? What do you do?
Can I be honest?
Yeah, I want you to be honest.
I'm a scammer on the beat.
You what?
I'm being honest.
So that's why you would take it from me and my grandchildren?
I ain't taking the break here. I took from you.
Do you not know when you take it from them, you take it from me? Are you serious?
And I took for her. I ain't take. She said I took for a grandkid. I ain't take for a grandkid. I took for her. And she said her to answer why I put my mess on. She spit on me and stuff. I don't want to catch COVID. I'm just being honest. Can I go now?
Yeah, you can.
Then you don't call the police, right?
No, I'm not gonna call the police. You can go. I got my money. I'm go in there and repay for the gas.
All right. Y'all saw that? That was messy as hell. And I wanted her to reach out and touch him. I did. I wanted her to reach out and just, really touch him because that was effed up. Gas is really high. And this woman is sitting up here like, what do you do for a living? He gonna talk about, can I be honest? I'm a scammer and a thief. I can't. I can't. And then he talking about he thought the pump was his at first. You knew that pump was not your mother pump, sir. You knew that. You knew. How you take your all the way around here, okay? How you take your big grown ass all the way on the other side, reach over there, grab that lady pump and pump your gas. And I hope it wasn't a prank. I don't know if it was a prank. I didn't see where he said, because it was like a series of videos that I had to put together. And I didn't see where he said it was a prank, but I'm really hoping that it was a prank because she did say something like, I done got my money, so I'm hoping that he done gave her money because if you done pulled up to the pump, okay, and you talking about you thought this pump was yours, then I would have expected you to have had some gas. So where is that card? Okay, where is that card? All right, go ahead and pull that out and swipe. That woman said, when you take it from me, you take it from my grandchildren or something like that. And I'm with her because you don't know where that lady got to transport them children to, sir. So I feel like he was wrong, girl. I feel like he was out of line. I wanted her to reach out and touch it. Some part of me was like, girl, call the police on this man. Call the police on this man. But then I felt like she probably saw him as one of her own grandkids and was like, it ain't that deep to try and call the police on him and get him a case or whatever. He already got warrants. I ain't trying to see another black man go get locked up. But I'm like, girl, this black man has sat up here and took your... Girl, this man has sat up here and took your pump, your coins and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Might well say took your coins. Because you done sat up here and went inside and paid these folks. Why is prepaid their only option there? Y'all can't pump then pay? Girl, I guess not, because people been ran off on the gas. So now you can't pump then pay. You pay, then we'll release this pump. Okay? It better be a prank. People be playing too much. She has a heart because I would have called the police. I just hope that people don't really start doing this as some type of trend, right? But you know what, girl, I get my gas from Costco. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna go. We can pull up over here to Costco, girl, because number one, Costco gonna have them attendants out there. That's the number one. Okay, that's number one. And number two, girl, you ain't gonna have no choice but to run a card over here at Costco. It ain't no going inside nowhere and thinking you finna prepay or nothing like that. Okay. I came across it, but I did not watch it. I came across it, but I did not watch it. I didn't want to see that at the time. But yeah, girl. So that right there was definitely messy. But it seemed like she may have got her money from somebody. He told me, "Can I go now?" Okay, talking about he ain't got no money like that either, and she ain't got no money like that. So what the hell made you think what? Ooh, girl, I hope it was a prank. I hope the person that was recording it was indeed a prank, because that right there was some messed up, trifling stuff right there. He did and did. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and move on. All right. We have some more things to get into. I told you guys that we are going to get into this is messy. Okay. So this is the first one here. All right. So let me make sure I can pull it up and see what it's saying. All right. So this one here, it says, "Am I the asshole?" Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, perfect. Okay, perfect. All right, so am I the asshole for canceling the visit my ex-husband arranged to have the kids before his surgery? So let's get into this. The person says, my husband, a 34-year-old male, okay, and she's 35, okay? They've been separated for about 2 years. We have 2 kids, okay, an 8-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old son that I have custody of due to their father's chronic illness that has gotten worse before the divorce. He gets visitation. Sometimes he sees them when he's at the hospital. And although we agree, his mom is always there trying to stir drama. Now, the day before my sister's engagement party took place, my ex-husband called telling me he wanted me to bring the kids to spend more time before his surgery, to spend time with him before the surgery. He explained needing to see them before the surgery for A, support, and B, he misses them and might not be able to see them for weeks, okay? I asked what day he wanted them, and he said tomorrow. I said, sorry, but the kids were going to attend their aunt's engagement party, which is 2 hours away from town. He said this is the only day he could see them before his surgery and kept pressing me to bring them to him because the party wasn't necessary, not like it was a wedding. Girl, who is making y'all think about at this time? Who is it making y'all? Exactly. Exactly, really. Exactly. Martell, is that you? Exactly. Okay, I said their aunt wanted them there, and he argued that I should understand that he's worried and need to see the kids to get some peace of mind. I got mad and told him off after he raised his voice at me. I promised I'll have the kids see him once he's out of surgery, but he hung up on me after ranting about how I don't understand his position. Okay, let's go into the next part if we can, girl. Let's see. Let me go over here and go into the next part. All right. So the next part reads, I had the kids call him and then we went to the party. After I got back, my former mother-in-law came to me calling me unhinged and claiming I'd been purposefully keeping her son from his children in his most vulnerable time. Girl, who did sound like? I told her about my compromise, but she responded by saying that her son got an infection and has to spend 5+ days in the ICU. So he's blaming me for him not seeing the kids for this long, even though the infection was not predicted. She yelled, I could have let the kids spend the day with their dad instead of taking them to the engagement party where they were miserable. Okay. She accused me of using the kids to get back at her son. That's when I cut the argument. My sister said My sister said, this woman is the one that's unhinged, but my dad said I made a mistake and should have let the kids stay with their dad before his surgery since medical problems occurred unexpectedly. And so my promise to have the kids see him right after surgery wasn't valid, but it didn't occur to me. Am I the asshole? All right. I want to hear you all's thoughts and comments about this particular situation here. Is she the asshole? Okay. Yeah, he got an infection that's going to land him in ICU. Okay. I would have let them see their dad, because what if he passes, God forbid, during surgery, and the mama could have came and got them? And that's exactly what I'm thinking, Amina. I see nothing wrong with her leaving ahead of time to let those kids see their dad as she heads out to the engagement party, which is 2 hours away. I see nothing wrong with that. He tried to communicate with her. It was unpredicted or whatnot, unexpected. So I see nothing wrong with that, especially if you know their dad has a chronic illness. I feel like that's very serious. So he could be out of this world at any moment. And I think when you talk about little kids, not all kids care to go. If they're 6 and 8, not all kids really care to go to an engagement party. Maybe they'll go because their cousins are there, right? They want to see their cousins, hang out with their cousins and stuff. So yeah, maybe. But I mean, I'm with the dad a little bit. Like, girl, it ain't like it's a wedding. You know, so I didn't see anything wrong with her like swinging by, letting those kids see their dad before surgery. So I don't know. Though I feel like she was a bit of the asshole. I do. I feel like she was a bit of an asshole, y'all. If he was in ICU, then the kids couldn't see him, right? Well, he was trying to see him before he went into surgery, before he got into ICU. But she was saying afterwards, after the surgery, which he probably was going to be in ICU anyway, right? After the surgery, she was going to let the kids come see him. But then that's not a guarantee after the surgery that the kids will be allowed to come and see him. So he's trying to see him before. But she could have dropped the kids off on the way to the event and picked them up right afterwards. Yep, very much so true. Or she could have said, I'll come by and let you spend a little time with them, but my family is expecting them at the engagement party. So I'll come up there a little earlier so they can see you and stuff. We'll stay for a little bit, but we can't stay long. X, Y, Z. And he'll just have to understand that, period. Right? She think an engagement party is more important than her kids' dads having surgery. Exactly. Right? Yeah, she should have let them see him. I had a close family member die from surgery, and I was looking forward to seeing them after. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. If something happened to the father during the surgery, the children would have blamed and resented her. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. I think she was wrong for that. I think she was being an asshole. I don't know if she was being unhinged though. Like the mother-in-law said, talking about the girl was being unhinged and called her something else. I don't think she was being all that, but I think she was being a bit unreasonable. Right. And I also think that with these kids being 6 and 8, I feel like there's nothing wrong with asking them like, hey, daddy want to see you. How are you all feeling about that before he goes to surgery? Da 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 da. Or so do you want to go to aunt's, engagement party? If they're like, no, you don't want to go, let it go see. Okay, cool. Well, I'll let you guys go with your dad then. Right. But if they didn't want to go, if they really wanted to go to the engagement party, then it's like, okay, well then we'll stop by, see dad, because he really wants to see you guys, whatever, and then go. She was just being, I think, a bit selfish in that moment. Right? I think she was being a bit selfish. So those are my thoughts on that. Okay, I weigh things against worst regrets. In this case, I would have taken the kids to see their father due to worst case scenario, thus worst regret. Exactly. All right. Prosperity Thick Girl saying Mel isn't looking so bad now, huh? What you mean? I still think Mel could have swung by there and let them kids go to that book signing for 30 minutes. And then hightailed it on the road to wherever they got to go. Because I'm sure them kids would not have wanted to go to no funeral, child. Well, I don't know if it was a funeral. She just said that it was a lot of family, death going on. She wanted to go be with her family at the time. So, I don't know. But they probably would have been like, book signing. I want to go sign books. Yay. You know what I'm saying? But it was what it was, you know. I guess he got to do better planning. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's get to question number 1. Okay, this is another set of this is messy. Okay, question 1. I met her in our building's gym. This queen was perfection. We date. 8 months later, she's pregnant and moves in. She gets high, eats, and sits on the couch drinking Hawaiian punch by the gallon. Found out she's not pregnant, just gaining belly fat to trick me. Advice. I feel like the 8 months pregnant confusing me a little bit. I mean, 8 months later, she's pregnant and moves in. So she be getting high. When did you realize she was getting high, sir? Because I'm just like, she would be pregnant. Why would you even think it's okay for her to get high? When did you find out that she was just gaining belly weight? You should have realized that when she picked up the blunt. Like, how far did you get? 8 months later, she pregnant. You done moved her in. She getting high. She eats, sits on the couch drinking Hawaiian punch by the gallon. Found out she's not pregnant, just gaining belly fat to trick me. Advice. When is your lease up? Because whenever your lease is up, she's up. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, she live there. And she may not leave willingly. So if you took this to Judge Mathis and you kicked her out, would this be an illegal eviction, child? So when is your lease up? So you could just go ahead and be like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Okay? You might have to, she might have to go when the lease is up. I mean, I would think that you almost a year in, ain't it? Maybe. Ain't no telling. But she definitely gooped you. So the only advice that I have is you could break up, ask her to move out. And if she's not trying to do that, you just going to have to wait till the lease is up. It's going to suck. You know, it sucks. I hate to hear it. Not marijuana is natural. It's from the earth. I don't know. I still would not suggest it when one is, carrying a child, okay? Carrying a baby. I don't know about that. Right, you stuck like Chuck with a roommate until Biden says you can evict her, boo. Not Biden. Right, because she was pregnant and she gooped him. She was pregnant, she got him. She was pregnant, she got him, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna do right. I want to do right. You don't even know her like that. Trying to be a good guy and got played. And I'm just confused on when was the test done to confirm? Because you should have ran the test before you moved her in. And she should have did that in front of you. Y'all should have been there together when the test happened. Right. High plus pregnant equals a confused bird. Yeah. Wait, he said they met in our building gym. So she got her own spot, right? Ooh, good observation. Yes. In our building's gym. Yeah. I would think she got her own spot. And hey, I guess when her lease was up, she slid down there and moved in his spot. Just anybody being parents. Hilarious. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on. Question 2. Okay, so I thought my coworker, a refined, God-fearing woman, was my future wife. She avoids social media and hates that I'm a gamer. In the middle of the night, she gets up and bashes my PS4, yelling, "Not tonight, Satan." I called 911. Now she's stalking me at work. Girl, it always be the folk they be claiming they be all into the Bible and all into church, girl. Ooh. You thought she was going to be your wife. She avoids social media and hates that I'm a gamer. In the middle of the night, she gets up and bashes my... What do you mean she bashes, though? Does she hit the PS4? What is she doing? What kind of bashing is she doing? I guess she's just saying, "Not tonight, Satan." So you call 911 on this woman, and now she over here stalking you at work. But I thought y'all worked together. You said you thought that was you said I thought my coworker, a refined God-fearing woman, was my future wife. Right? So now she's stalking you at work. So I guess you got a whole new job. I'm surprised she's not stalking you at your house. You might want to get a restraining order. Okay? Stalking equals a restraining order against her. And you need to be aware of your surroundings at all times. And you need to be mindful and make sure she didn't take some of your hair and when it created a doll. You need to be careful about that. That done created a doll on you. All right? Yeah, they be real. They be as real as 6 brown chicks receive them. People be submitting them, to the ladies, and then they put it over on their page, child. So they be real. I be feeling like sometimes people be lying, girl. But they supposedly real questions. Indeed, indeed. So that's my answer for him. That's the help I have, sir. Get you a restraining order, I guess, and get you another job. And if you can get you a house in another state, that might be best too, girl. But let's go ahead and move on. Question 3. Okay, reconnected with an ex because 2020 is going to be my year to get hitched. Okay. He earns more than me, but doesn't contribute to our household. Okay, because he's paying his baby mama's running. Reconnected with my ex. Because 2020 is going to be my year to get hitched. Okay. He earns more than me, but doesn't contribute to our household because he's paying his baby mama's rent, car note, etc. That's not your man. Him? This one right here? That's not your man. That's not your man. That's not your man. That's her man. That's her man. That's not your man, ma'am. He says it's for his sons. No, ma'am, it's for that baby mama. That's not for this. That's not your man. You are just a free place for him to lay his head, right? He wants to be able to have the door open so he can mess around with this woman and do whatever it is he wants to do over there with her, right? But that's high key his family. He just don't want to always be around his family, basically. Okay, he probably be going over there spending weekends with her too, and say that it's for the kids. Yikes, girl. You got to be a dumb mother to sit up here and think that you finna get hitched because you done reconnected with your ex. I would never want to be hitched to somebody that is paying their baby mama's rent and car note. What? That's not even adding up. No, ma'am. Anyway, I'm better than her in every way. So what is he doing? Obviously you're not better than her in every way, ma'am. This is hilarious. I'm better than her in every way. So what is he doing? He's playing the fuck out of you. That's what he's doing. He's playing the fuck out of you, ma'am. I can't. No, ma'am. Come on. Probably so. She probably got a voucher. And she ain't tell him what the voucher is. Okay, she ain't tell him she got a voucher. She probably just telling him, "Listen, I'm paying market rate. I'm paying the market rate rent for this spot that I'm at right now, and it's gonna run me a good $13.75. Okay, for me and your kids." And he probably busting it down. Period. Paying that money. Whole time she living there for free. You better leave him with the BM, and clearly he ain't married her, so he ain't about to marry you. Correct. Exactly. Somebody she about to get hitched. And see, that be the poor mindsets when people be thinking that they better than somebody else. No, ma'am. Men don't be caring about all that for real. Because they stupid. They don't be caring about all of that for real. Who's better than who? No. He ain't thinking about that. He trying to see who's dumber than who. Girl, whole time you thinking you better, but he's seeing you as just dumber. Girl, I can't. Mm-mm. Well, either way, good luck. Let's go ahead and move on. All right. Question 4. Girlfriend saw my cousin's Snapchat and crashed his party. Walked in on me with another female. Ooh, starts a fight. Loses. Not lose the fight. Now, 3 months later, she's in a stolen wheelchair. a stolen wheelchair. Girlfriend saw my cousin's Snapchat and crashed his party. Walked in on me and another female. Starts a fight. Loses. Now, 3 months later, she's in a stolen wheelchair that doctors, everyone knows she don't need. She's rolling around just in minutes. She rolling around just to embarrass you when you just sat up here. Well, she just sat up here and embarrassed her damn self, okay? I can't. She done sat up here and embarrassed her damn self, done started the fight, got swooped, and decided that she's gonna really appear like she really hurt so she can look like she the victim, even though she started the fight. Okay, done stole this wheelchair riding around. Girl, I cannot. Ain't that some crazy stuff? It's the fact that she over here in a stolen wheelchair and still then sat up here, got in the fight. Let me start over. Got in the fight, call her man. Number one, call her man. Started a fight, lost the damn fight, put herself in a wheelchair, and still with the terrible ass. That's the thing for me. Still with this bump in IGGA. Girl, you can't make it up. She's rolling around just to embarrass me. No, baby, she embarrassing her damn self. I hate to say that. That's what it's giving. All the things I named, pulled up on your man, called him cheating, got in a fight, started the fight, lost the damn fight. Now you in the wheelchair, and at the end of the day, you still with him. Well, good luck. Advice would be to I don't know, maybe don't get caught up again. All right, don't be out here doing what you're doing. Maybe return the wheelchair from where it was stolen from. You have enough time, I'm sure. Or just leave the relationship if you feel like you're so embarrassed. Just go. That's what I'm saying. Where did she steal it from? Is some helpless person stuck in the house because she got their wheelchair right? She must have got it from like a grocery store or something and just riding around. I ain't no telling. So she crashed the party and now she rolling up everywhere, right? I got a question. I can't. Try. Exactly. Try, yeah. So let's go ahead and move on, honey. Let's move on to questions. Okay, scared of my baby mama. She was sleeping when I dipped out at 2 a.m. I came home and she's sitting in darkness with sunglasses and my hoodie on. She's sure gonna miss your DICK when you wake up without it. Not I've apologized, but my newborn hates me too. It should. It should. I don't know how to help you, sir. You should be afraid of your baby mama. I bet you won't be dipping out at 2 a.m. no more. I'm glad she scared the shit out of you. For real. I'm glad she did. Somebody, she sure gonna miss your DICK when you wake up without it. Hollering. And now your baby don't like you either? You must was up to no good when that baby was in that womb and that baby sensed it. That baby know her dad ain't about Nathaniel. Talking about your newborn hates you. I just say the advice is to be a little more careful out here in these streets, okay? Before it get chopped off. Who was it? Lorena Bobbitt? It was that. Is that the right lady that chopped off her husband's thing? Right. He wasn't scared when he left at 2 a.m. Because he didn't say he snuck out. He said he dipped out. Okay? I dipped out. Not I snuck out. He sure wasn't scared. A child, a mess. That's what he said. The newborn hate him too. And let's keep going. All right. So the last one for this segment says, it's our 2-year anniversary. He didn't plan SHI for us, so I did. He's on his way home when his mom sends a group text that she's in the hospital again because of asthma. He canceled, because of asthma. He canceled our date and stayed with her. I dined alone. How to make this mama's boy grow up? I don't know. I mean, let me see. Because I feel like asthma is very serious if she got to be put in the hospital about it. And I mean, because I feel like, I mean, y'all can still go to dinner, but like, let him go see his mama real quick. I don't think that's him being a mama's boy. But I mean, I guess she was strong enough to send a group text, huh? So maybe he could have showed up after they had dinner. So he could have still, he still could have been like, okay, I'll be up there after dinner. But is he the only child? You know what I'm saying? Does he have other siblings? Because I know I have other siblings. But I mean, it just depends. It depends on, what's going on. Because I'd probably be like, I'm finna go see my mom. And I mean, I know I would want to do that. So I'm not going to tell him that he couldn't do that. But, how to make this mama's boy grow up. I mean, he just got to grow up on his own. You can't make him grow up. You're going to get tired trying to grow him up. Right. That's serious unless she's faking it. Or she's overhyping it, I guess. But I'm thinking when I hear asthma, I'm thinking that's serious, especially if you got put in the hospital about it. You probably got severe asthma or something. So you want to go check on his mama. And some part of me feel like, I mean, y'all can always go out to eat. God dang. But then I do feel like if he got other siblings, then maybe he could be like, okay, I'm about to go grab something to eat, whatever. Then I'll be up there. At least he knows one of the siblings would at least be up there with her. And then he could make it up there. But if he the only child, maybe he's different, right? You can fake an asthma attack. I did it to get out of a date. Oh, wow. Oh, my. Did you make it to the hospital? Were you in the hospital? If it was my mama, I'm canceling. I need to see about my mom. Girl, F you, right? What you mean, Tasha? What you mean? One asthma attack might take you out. Right. In this case, he had no control, but you can definitely bring it up once you find out she's okay. Right. I don't think that's him being a mama's boy. I think that's him wanting to check on his mama. Nola said, girl, you ain't gonna win. Just move on. You either deal or move on. I can't. I cannot. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and let's get into another segment. Okay, this is the last segment we're gonna get into for this is messy. Oh, no. I understood what you mean. Tasha, in that message. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the last one for this is messy. All right, question 1. Dating her about a year. I lost my job, got banned from Uber. Not my fault though. And I moved in with her. Bills come in and I noticed that she legally changed her last name to my... How you do that? How do you just legally change somebody's last name without asking? I'm low-key in between women. And I'm not marrying her. Not you low-key being in between women. I'm low-key in between women. That don't even sound right. That's some new terminology there. I'm low-key in between women. I mean, what the... I hear people say they in between jobs, meaning they lost one looking for another one. So what? So are you saying you just got out of a situation, still want to be with that person, but you just gonna stay over here with her because you on hard times right now? I can't. And then somebody, he got banned from Uber. Not my fault though. So were you an Uber driver? And then how you get fired from Uber? That's like getting fired on your day off. How you get fired from Uber? How that happen? So you moved in with her. Bills come in and I noticed that she legally changed her last name to mine without asking. Oh, baby. This messy, girl. She didn't legally change a thing. You need paperwork. She just using his last name. Ooh. Using his last name to get the bill. Maybe her credit messed up or something, girl. Maybe she had to use that. Maybe that's what... I don't know how she did all that. Maybe her credit messed up and she needed, maybe she owe on a bill and decided to say, hey, let me use his last name. Maybe I can get service over here. Maybe I can get new internet. Girl, because I show all these folks. Maybe that's what it is. How are you low-key in between women, but high-key living in a woman's house? That's what I'm saying. And high-key ain't got no job. I wonder what state they in. The name change process can be long. I'm in Michigan, and it takes 3 to 6 months to change it. Ooh, I wonder. Well, he would be within the time frame because he said he been dating her for about a year. Ooh, child, girl. Oh my. Okay, is that Professor Ogilvy moonlighting? Wait. You know how some women be thirsty to say I'm married. That's what she is. Ooh, either that or I'm telling y'all, she probably owes some money. And she need to use his name so she can get that service cut back on. And obviously he ain't helping. Because she should have put it in his name. That's what she should have did. Put it in his name. Period. You ain't got to take his last name. Put it in his name. All right, let's move on. Question 2. I had a full scholarship to Howard. I quit my last year of college because my fiance got cancer. I went back home and discovered his cancer was fake. Girl, we rumbling. Just a way for him to distance himself from me while I was at school. What? You had a full scholarship to Howard. Ooh. I quit my last year of college because my fiance got cancer. I went back home and discovered his cancer was fake. Just a way for him to distance himself from me while I was at school. That's not adding up because when you was at school, you decided to quit school to go and be there for him. Something's not adding up. Did he know that you would quit school and come down there to be with him? Because that's what I could see him trying to take you away from your studies and stuff like that. Oh, wow. I'm hurt, broke, and still in love with him. Help, girl, that's going to take some time because you're dealing with a lot of L's, losing him, dealing with the fact that he was out here lying to you about the cancer, and now losing your scholarship. Girl, you're going to be hurt for a minute. You are, but you can overcome that. You're just going to have to sit in those emotions for right now and accept the fact that this is happening, right? But don't sit in it too long. But I think that you're gonna be very low for some time because you weren't expecting all of this. It's like you changed your whole life, and then you was married, so now you're losing your fiance. Not married, but you were engaged to be married. So now you're losing your fiance. Girl, there's a lot going on here. That's grounds for a breakup. Only a sociopath lies about something that big. I bet he didn't think she would quit school. He just wanted to say, hey, I'm in treatment and can't talk. Probably so. Probably was cheating the whole time. But why say cancer, though? Why say that? Oh, wow. Why say that? Yes, if he wanted her to stay away, why tell her he's sick when anyone's first inclination would be to come home? Make it make sense, right? I don't know if you can, I feel like, can't you, I can't remember if you could take a little leave of absence from school, maybe for 2 weeks or something like that. She should have gotten some type of excuse to leave for 2 weeks to go check on him. And then maybe she would have found out indeed that it wasn't cancer. And then, you know what I'm saying? She made such an abrupt decision knowing that she's on scholarship. Very sad. I hate that for her. And now that you are engaged, I would think that you would have had a relationship with his family to be able to even inquire with them and ask, them about, how he's doing and stuff. And maybe you would have learned that he never had it then. So, girl, that's a tough situation, girl. You're going to have to go through that, those emotional ups and downs. Okay. But you're going to be fine at the end of the day. Right. But that's the number one thing. Go back to school, push through, get your degree, take out the student loan for 1 year. Girl, that's the cringe part. Girl, I just feel like If you got this full scholarship, you can get some more. Go and apply. Go find, see what's out there. If she dropped her classes and selected family reasons, she might be able to talk to the advisor. Okay. All right. That's crazy. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's see. Did it change? Did I click on it? Okay, question 3. Girlfriend of 6 years, 3 kids, 1 may be mine. Live in a basement apartment in a bad neighborhood. There's a frequent armed robberies, and I know her teen son is behind it because he robbed me. Girl, while wearing a mask. She doesn't believe me. Advice. Ooh, child, I don't know. You might have to go into investigator mode and get some footage. Get some footage. Look, you might have to do leave some a voice recorder around to try and catch him saying something or something like that, so you can show her some proof. Or it's sad, and this may not be nice to do, but you might have to call the cops on him. Yeah, I mean, I hate for the little baby to, go to jail or anything for some silly decisions he's out here making, but some gonna have to give, okay? Because he's gonna run up on the wrong person and he's gonna end up getting clapped, and I hate to see that for him. Okay, I don't know why she don't want to believe that her son out here doing it. He been with the lady for 6 years. Now, how you gonna be with this man that been with your mama for 6 years and you done turned around and robbed him for what? What did you rob him for? As though he not gonna see the items that you done robbed him for. Girl, what did you take it to the pawn shop? What? And girl, that's some message. He robbed me while wearing a mask. She don't believe me. Ooh, child. Well, I don't know. He gonna have to come up with a scheme that Ty set up. Okay, that's what he needs. A scheme that Ty set up, so he can come to that lady with the BS about her child. All right, he probably done robbed his mama too. No, sat up here and robbed the boyfriend, about to rob the mama, about to stole stuff out they house. Mama can't find nothing because it's probably down at the pawn shop. Girl, these children. Let's go ahead and keep going. Question 4. I've been with Michael for 3 years and we have a 2-month-old daughter. Over Xmas break, his wife, ma'am, you've been with this man for 3 years and have a 2-month-old daughter, but his wife just had their son over Christmas break? Martell. Martell, what is going on? All right. If that ain't his name, that's the name that I'm giving him today. Okay. That's the name that I'm giving. Did I mess that up? Okay. That's the name that I'm giving him today. Martell, what's going on? Okay. Not you messing with this lady for 3 years. She just had a 2-month-old daughter. Now over Christmas break, there's a son that's coming. He's all over FB and IG posting about his firstborn. This is hurtful and false. I want our child to be acknowledged, but he refuses. Advice. Grace should never mess with that lady man. Okay? You can't be sitting over here being okay with being the bottom of the barrel now, and then turn around and expect certain privileges at a later time. No, ma'am, you've already set the foundation for what it's going to be. And that's just where he's going to keep you because you've been okay with that. So the only advice that we have for you is to do better next time. And as long as you know the truth, I guess that's all that matters, that your child is the first. Now, if you want to just bust up his groove and go tell the baby mama, the wife or whatever it is, and run and go tell her. Okay? And then it's going to go from being the firstborn to being the first son because you had the daughter, right? Child, this is messy. I don't be understanding how men go to one household, have a baby, or have a whole wife, and then go to a whole nother one and have a child by somebody. I just don't be understanding that. I don't know what y'all get out of that. That's messy. That's messy. She chose to be his second woman. This is unfortunate. It is. It's unfortunate for her. So now she got to deal with the consequences. Let's move on. Is this the next one? Let's see. I think this is the next one. Okay, so question 5. My baby mama kicked off the new year. What? Okay, my baby mama kicked off the new year by coming up to my job, getting down on one knee and proposing. Girl, what in the marry me now? She had our son with her, so I said yes. Girl, I don't understand the getting down on one knee and proposing to a man. I just don't. But if that's what works for you, I guess. Okay, he said yeah, but it sounded like he didn't want to say yeah. The only reason why he said yeah was because you had the child with you at the same time. Girl I'm with at work starts slanging hot fries and fighting her. Where do you work, sir? Hot fries? Are you working at Checkers or Rallies? Girl at work. Now, how you gonna sit up here and start fighting this woman for proposing to her baby daddy when he the one that sat up there and said yes to her? My baby mama kicked off the new year by coming up to my job. And then she came up to the job like, girl, what the getting down on one knee and proposing. The overall embarrassment. Girl, you could really just do that between you and him. Ain't nobody got to know how you propose if that's what you want to do. And then y'all can go out and lie to the people if you want to and say he proposed, girl. Whatever gonna work for you. But you thoroughly embarrassed yourself, then got in a fight. Okay, girl I'm with at work start slanging hot fries and fighting her. Lost my job and home because baby mama won't take me back. Girl, I can't. What in the perfect patty? Okay. Had a whole work bay. Had a whole work bay. Work wife, whatever you want to call her. Had a whole boo at the job. And then she the one that's gonna get mad. No, and then it's like how you get mad, but he the one that said yes, but then you know he in a relationship anyway. And now you want to start slanging fries and stuff. Don't be mad at her slanging fries. You need to be mad at him for slanging. You feel what I'm saying? Because he the one that was out here slanging it and doing all that extra stuff, girl, and had you thinking that you was somebody that was important. And I wouldn't take you back either. I done sat up here and got hit by hot fries and everything else. Absolutely not. Then came down to the job and embarrassed myself, getting down on one knee proposing, only to get my ass whooped. Okay, and the girl throwing all kind of different products and food things and stuff at me. Girl, I can't. Embarrassing. Child, these people. Well, good luck. Let's go ahead and get to the last one. Okay. Question 6 says, it's our 2-year anniversary. He didn't plan SHI for us, so I did. I feel like I read this one. Yeah, we went over that one. I think I moved it around. So we read this one. So let me see. I want to make sure because I feel like I moved one up. And I want to make sure that I did not miss it. Yeah, I think we went through all of them. Perfect. Yeah, we went through all of them, guys. Okay, we have talked about all of them. So yeah, I thank you all so much for joining, okay, for this 2.5-hour show. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We have over 300 people in the chat. So please be sure to hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do that as well, okay? I'm jamithatsme. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.